3 days to total chaos. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. What am I talking about? 3 days? Is chaos happening in 3 days? I don't know when. What I'm saying is, when the trucks stop rolling, we have 3 days until chaos, basically. Because stores do not have storerooms anymore. They don't have the back room with a bunch of extra stuff. What you see, for the most part, I mean, they may have small ones, but for the most part, what you see on the shelves is what they have. And in 3 days, all that would be gone. And then people would be freaking out. They'd be freaking out over those 3 days also. But when they go to the grocery store and they see empty shelves, they are not going to take it well. There's going to be a lot of problems. So, talking to truckers, I've been hearing this a lot less, obviously, loads. Competition for those loads. We all know the increased fuel prices. We all know diesel. And we all know how it affects their costs and then get relayed on to our costs. Not even to mention the farmers and all their equipment, the ranchers and all their equipment, diesel. A lot of processing plants. Catching fire? No, that's a coincidence. Trucks and truckers are the lifeblood of America. Without them, we can't get almost anything we have in any store. Truckers and trucking may not be glamorous, glorious, like some, I don't know, Hollywood movie about some, SEAL Team 6 or something, something like that. But I'll tell you what, truckers are what make this country go round. They bring us everything we need and everything we want. Are they going to stop? I've heard a lot of different things. I don't know, to be honest. But I'll tell you what, if they do, when they do, we're in a hurt locker. Where are you going to get your supplies? How well stockpiled are you? How well and how deep have you made connections with others in your local area? Neighbors, friends, family, church members maybe. Because if you have a larger and or a tribe at all, then you'll be much more likely to be able to stay in supplies. Say, even a long-term event. Say your neighbors have, kids in their, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, and you have kids 4, 5, 6, or something like that. Clothes from them can be hand-me-downs for you, or vice versa. And that's just one thing. Because everything we use, everything we touch on a daily basis, more than likely came on a truck. We're not going to be able to replenish all of it. We're going to have to learn to live with less. We're going to have to learn to reuse things, not just throw everything out, to make the most use of things, to get the most life out of products. That's going to be very important. Sewing patches on your clothes may be a thing again soon. So think about that. Get material for patches. Thread, needles. There's a lot of little things that will be coming down the pipe as far as shortages once things really start getting worse. It's already really starting to get worse. But yeah, I showed a picture in the community section the other day of $6.59 diesel here. Now, with a caveat, that is more of a rural fuel station. So yeah, they usually tend to be a little more expensive. But the fact of having 659 diesel anywhere in this area is crazy. And like I said, it's not getting any better. I've talked about what we need to be ready for as far as chaos. And the fact that, move this a little bit, having the ability to protect and defend what you have is important. It is, big time. But when is it really going to happen? How much time do we have? I'm not a prophet, but I don't think we have but maybe a couple months until things really start to pick up speed as far as getting bad. I'm not saying total collapse maybe in a couple months, but I'm saying we're going to see a lot more going on and a lot more effect from the on-demand supply system. The trucks, the farms, the sources, the processing, the distribution centers, all that stuff. Interruptions in our supply chain as it stands today are much more likely because the way our supply system is set up is a lot of stores have like auto ordering things. Whenever a stock gets to a certain percentage of low, it just automatically reorders it. And then it magically appears on a truck. But all these links in this chain have to function for the entire system to work. If, say, one of those chinks goes down, there may be a way to circumvent it, but it's going to have an effect. And the more of those links that go down and or are affected by things, the more effect we see. We've seen increased prices. We've seen shortages on shelves. Some people haven't in some areas, or maybe their grocery stores and their suppliers are just better at hiding the fact, covering up the fact that they have shortages. I've seen it. I've seen it at Walmart. Moving things around so that they used to be taking up a third of an aisle. Now they're taking up an eighth of an aisle on another aisle over to hide the fact that they're short. Specifically speaking about flour. That's what I'm talking about with that specific instance. But there's a lot of instances you can see. And stores try to cover it up. They try to make it look like everything's fine. Why? You would think if people saw shortages, they would go buy more. So those businesses would make more money. So I don't know. Maybe because they've been told to cover it up until the time is right, or to keep people asleep for as long as possible. That may be an option or a reason. While I'm thinking about it, please, if you guys enjoy the content, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell for all, because that makes sure you get all the notifications. Hit that thumbs up, please. Appreciate it. Share the videos. Comment. I haven't been doing that great at keeping up on comments. I try to. Busy. Lots of comments. Stuff like that. I need to be better about that. Because I care about what you guys are talking about there. But it's a great place to talk amongst yourselves also. And of course, if you have a specific question, like a really vital thing, like it's really important to you, like you really want to know the answer to it, email me, asymmetricalpreparedness@gmail.com. Very simple. I will do my best to get back to you. I get a lot of emails also, but yeah, I'll do my best. So, enough of that. Well, while I'm talking about this, I want to talk about some other things. But for a moment, check out Patreon, links in the description below. Really picking it up there, really building community there, really talking about a lot of good, essential stuff right now over there. I mean, totally exclusive content. It's $1 a month, hundreds and hundreds of videos. I mean, just, and I can talk. I can actually not speak in parables. I can actually use words that I can't use here. So anyway, I have a feeling that the trucking industry and system will be even more affected the more we go on. Because for one thing is, from what I've heard, it's a lot more difficult for truckers now. So we're losing truckers. A lot of them are saying this ain't worth it anymore. We're just going to get out of it. Independent truckers, more affected than like the big companies. You know, talking about the people like the owner-operator, they own their own truck. Independent kind of some big, like Swift trucking company or whatever they are, you know. They're affected a lot more, just like mom and pop stores are affected a lot more by people shopping at Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, places like that. The bigger companies always crush the local, smaller companies. Not always, you know what I mean. So keep an eye out for this stuff, people. This is something that's important. I'm going to be going today to Costco to get some preps and, you know, normal stuff we need. But we're going to, definitely get some preps and maybe hit up the restaurant supply store, maybe hit up Walmart. I don't know. We will definitely be getting some preps today. And I'm at the point where a lot of it is yes, we continue to buy food, but what I really need to do is find or establish another cache location and or storage location, because the amount of food, and that's what I do whenever the amount of food here on property gets to be a certain level, taking up a certain amount of space, then I try to move it somewhere else. And I try to move the newest stuff. So the oldest stuff stays here so it rotates through also. That's important. Just do the best you can. Things are getting crazy, and they're going to get crazier, and it's going to suck, and life's going to be tough. That's why we prepare. Not to be a downer, because we prep out of peace of mind, not out of fear here, but to be a realist. Take it seriously, people. I love you. I care about you. I want you to be successful. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.